My name is Carlo Henry. I'm the creative director and founder of The Art Hunger. The Art Hunger is a project to support the local creatives, to give them an opportunity to showcase who they are. I want to bring people together through art. The goal is to keep the artist creating. If an artist sells some pieces, they get the chance to keep creating by getting paid, to keep getting supplies, to keep participating, to keep them engaged in the scene and what we're creating. When we came to the IOF, we were the first ones to use the space in like 10 years. Viva Downtown and John Truitt were like, we have the space, do you want to do something with it? Up to then, I was just doing pop-up shows, just partnering with businesses and spaces. The idea was to activate the space with art by showcasing local artists, like preparing for that first show of the Art Hunger here at the IOF. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't think people were going to respond the way they did. We had the grand opening and people were lining up outside of the door before we opened. It was like out of a movie, you know, like when people go to the cashier and like, here's my money. People were coming in and taking pieces off the wall and wanting to pay. It was at a scale that we could not have accomplished without the support of Viva Downtown, the space that we were in, little by little gaining visibility. So having the Upstate California Creative Corps grant, first of all, gave us the opportunity to expand our program for a whole year. We got the chance to offer free classes and being able to pay the artists to have these classes taken by the community. We have been hosting art shows every month. And having guest artists, the idea was to have someone come in, create a piece of art that was going to stay in the community and get an opportunity to see how they work. I wanted to have Madeline join this program because she is a professional muralist, and have her join us.
My name is Madeline Joan Templeton. I'm an artist that specializes in murals and public art. Collaborating with Carlo and Art Hunger and IOF Viva Downtown was amazing. I had free range and creativity in here, and I feel like when artists get that opportunity, it's really rare. And we tend to thrive better when we have more creative freedom because we have more of a balance in creating the colors and the connections, and I have a lot of hidden meanings in my work. And so Carlo gave me that freedom, and I really appreciate that and how I can, in my style, represent the city of Redding. I wanted to resonate with the locals here. Also, since it's downtown Redding, I have a lot of vintage motifs in there that are flat, like almost like wallpaper, that represents the past. And I wanted to depict a female of like representing of our youth and our generation, looking off to the new generation of Redding downtown. Everyone I've run into for every mural I've done, they have some story that they want to connect with me while middle painting, and I sit there and just listen, because in that moment they resonated with my piece in some way, either the color, the theme, the location, or the memories. And I feel like public art and what I do thrives in that. And I feel like for me, it gives me inspiration to keep going.
Just seeing her process was a treat for all the community. Like, you would get people just walking and stopping and talking to her and seeing how she was working on the piece. And so I'm very honored that we got to host her as the first guest artist, and to keep a little bit of her as an artist in our community. Danny Limbert, he's a local artist. Danny is a very different artist from Madeline. He's mostly a muralist, but he also paints on canvas. But not only that, he's also a performer. He's a musician, he sings, he's an actor.
My name's Danny Lindberg, and I'm a mural artist in Northern California. I like to make people smile is the biggest thing. I like to see a reaction when someone sees my artwork. I utilize bright colors in all of my pieces, so I knew I wanted to do that because it's fun to paint. I also wanted to challenge myself with each mural that I do. I like to push the boundaries a little bit, so I wanted to kind of blend the two of those together. The mercury effect is a very challenging thing to paint because you're painting a shape, but you're also painting the reflections seen within that shape. I really like the effect once it's all said and done, but as you're painting it, it pushes my boundaries a lot. You can go anywhere in the world and see great artists who are doing immaculate works of art. We also have those right here in our backyard. I think it's important to not only recognize that, but give those individuals a chance. And I think most of the time people are impressed with what comes out of our own backyard.
Having a piece by Danny was almost like a prize, like something that would make this community proud of having someone that is local, that is making something that is going to last. So Madeline and Danny, by having them create a mural in the building that we're hosting all these creative things, it's helping us with the branding and like establishing the building and the space as this is who we are, this is what we do. With the people that have joined this project, I want us to all together take the next step in our community to make not better art, but to polish what we are and to grow as artists. So I guess the best way to become part of the Art Hunger is to take a chance and come in and submit your works for one of the shows and see if by you coming to the opening, you feel that support from your other artists and in the community, and hopefully will hook you, and you will keep coming back, and you will keep growing as an artist and keep creating and have fun. That's the most important thing. Just keep having fun and keep creating.